Am I live? Did this work? YouTube says I'm live. The real question is if my co-host shows up back up. I think he's...
Okay, I'm here. I was getting a glass of water.
Okay, well. We've got Wrangler in the chat, and as these streams always go, I'm gonna stall for a few minutes. It got Evely music in the chat. And I apologize, I implied I'd be using Evely's music. But then I took a long nap and woke up and barely got OBS working. So here I am with Ye Old Castlevania. Deckard, I'm going to be playing from the top, actually. So, Castlevania. Not that I have ever actually played this before. So, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not even sure about the controls. I just plugged in a 360 controller. Now, the thing I want to explain is I'm booting up Castlevania because I think it is actually, like, straight up the definitive version of Dracula. I think it has set the zeitgeist. Okay, so that's whip. That's jump. I don't see a difference here. So, try to detect. My dear co-host, there is only 2 buttons on a NES controller, right?
I believe so.
I wonder if I should be saving these as healing. I don't even know how to use items in this. There's only 2 buttons, right?
I guess you just pick them up.
Ooh. Okay, so jump is super weird. But while I am suffering here, why don't you shill yourself slightly, explain who you are and such.
I'm Tech. I'm a light novel author published on Railroad, and I'm looking to be published on Amazon.
Railroad is... You know, it has a really bad rap. Oh my god, what is this? But it's actually like a huge community. Is this not a real staircase? I don't think that's a real staircase. So, Jesus Christ, I can't actually remember the pronunciation of your story without reading it. It's like Himemonogatari is your story name?
Yes, that's the name.
So I read the start of that. What is that the one that it's like the student council has to deal with the fantasy world that's in the back room or something?
Yes.
So completely different from struggling with vampire ghosts and no understanding of where the next door is. Tony, can you explain what's echoing? Do you know? Because I probably didn't set the scene up right. Wait, oh my god, up works. Okay. I didn't know that was a button. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is honestly going to go, because I have to try and learn a game and be somewhat entertaining to chat with. Oh, that's where I'm supposed to go. So Tony says we're echoing, which means I might have a some kind of double audio capture, because maybe the game capture actually is working.
You're using audio output and desktop audio too, right?
I don't think I'm using desktop audio. Here.
Because if you have desktop audio out on OBS, then it kind of echoes with output audio.
Oh, I can... Does it automatically capture desktop audio? Because I can just turn that off. Oops, I just got hit for that.
Yeah, it automatically captures desktop audio.
That explains some things, even though... That explains why I was getting recordings of beeps from Gilded. Do I just die? Oh, okay. Well, that makes no sense to me. So, Try Attack, tell me, what do you think is the definitive vampire?
The definitive vampire, like the top vampire or the best?
The one that most sets the tropes.
Dracula, as generic as it may seem.
But which Dracula?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
That's kind of like I'll agree because I say Castlevania is the definitive vampire. So if I'm going to be writing vampire fiction later, I should be writing based on this guy. Hello, John A. Douglas and A.S. Bruner. John, you have no idea how jealous I am. I know you've been at this grind a bit more dedicated than I have been and for a longer time, but you got fucking razor fist tonight. I still gotta read one of his books. Wrangler saying Bram Stoker is Dracula, and there's a lot to be said for that, but there's not that many, like, weird abilities, I don't think, coming from Bram Stoker. Well, I guess there kind of is, because there's the whole insect lordship stuff going on. But Bram Stoker's Dracula is not really an action vampire, and I think vampires are synonymous with hyper-violence in a lot of ways.
I think their hyper-violence stems more from their imposing presence. After all, they do drink blood and hang out in the night.
What did I just lose there? Well, there goes that. So this is actually not as much raw suffering as I was expecting. It's a little difficult to control because it's, what, 40 years old at this point? What the fuck? Dude, why? I got no hops. I have no hops whatsoever right now.
Looks like you're struggling to hit that boss there.
Yes, I am. Dude, there's this weird logic where you have to already be moving when you jump, and that's what determines your jump angle.
That's the worst kind of jump.
Oh, yeah.
And also being pushed back when you're hit.
Why did that heart not heal me? Excuse me? Was I taking damage over time? Oh, is that oil that I just picked up invisibility? That could explain some things. Oh my god. Use up B. That is not up B. Do I need to be... Oh, I don't have an item right now. Oh my god. Well, that didn't work. Oh, there is limited lives. So that's why everyone says it's brutal.
This is a Konami game, right?
I believe
What
so.
does the Konami code do in this game?
Maybe I'll check that at the end of the stream. Oh, that was not the attack button. The axe is the best for the bat. Alright, so, Deckard, please confirm that... Oops. God, motherfucker. B is the jump button. Because I'm on Xbox controller. Oh, hey, it's F. Gardner. How'd you even get this link? The esteemed author of... I did just... Dude, I am struggling here, okay?
I guess that's
you're
fair.
on this call to interact with chat, so to help me with these things. Come on, man. That
Alright,
click.
alright. I'll interact with chat some more.
Please do. Well, interact with chat verbally. Plus attack button. I'll believe you, bro. It's not working, bro. Dude, it ain't doing it. Oh, it is. That is some kind of time stop. I should probably not be wasting that.
Whoa, F. Gardner subscribed to you. That's how you found out.
Ah, so the subscribe button actually works. So I did not post that in any group, any lit group.
You didn't show the stream?
Not to them. Okay, so I just changed it to holy water, which is probably not the weapon I want right now. Why are people calling me right now? Oh, that was, Motherfucker. Okay, so apparently throwable items do not hit enemies. That's lovely.
He has a weak throw.
Excuse me, what the fuck is this? Oh, it's something I'm supposed to pick up. Use it when he's on the upper platform. Well, I just whipped him. I whipped him good, alright, Wrangler? Oh, it was Gardner that said the axe was the best. That's what I get for not being able to read. Because I spent all of my reading energy on Young today. I can't read chat.
First stage done.
How many stages are there? Like, am I going to be able to, like, be a gamer and beat this in an hour and a half? Because I hear that these old games are actually, like, really short.
There's probably like 7 stages, maybe.
I'm just assuming that this is before collectibles, and anything hidden is just like power-ups that aren't strictly necessary. Oh god, what the hell is that? Well, because this is before needing experience points, I actually don't need to fight these things, which is so nice. I just have to be able to decipher the background sprites. Oh, motherfucker. Excuse me? Dude, that's bull. I'm going to actually go through all of my lives on this. What the heck? I feel like I just got ripped off by losing the shuriken there.
You're probably gonna need that. Isn't that one of the better items in the game?
Yeah, but it didn't give me a choice, because I was just trying to get healing items. Oh my god! Why? The stairs are right there, man! The stairs are right there! Well, at least I can... apparently this is a throwing knife. So that's something. You have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me right now. Okay, at least I start from the stage. Oh my god, I thought I had to refight the bat again. Holy crap.
Nah, this isn't as brutal as an arcade game would be.
Oh, which means I'm not actually starting at the start, am I? I lied. I'm just starting with what Steam has available. So do I have to like collect what 24 hearts or so? Lovely. Anyways, how many hearts do I have to collect to actually heal one block of health? Do you know?
No idea. Only played Castlevania a few times.
I assume that the Castlevania you played was the older stuff. Or, sorry, the more recent stuff, I mean.
Yeah.
What do you mean hearts don't heal health? What do they do then? Really? Really? I guess that makes sense. Is there even a point of fighting these things? Do I just need to learn the pattern and avoid them?
If you want a speed run, yeah.
No, like, I just want to beat the game. That's for some weapons, I think. Well, that's not the pattern. Oh, my love, God.
Stage 2 and you're already losing your mind.
I expected as much.
What made you choose this Castlevania over something like Symphony of the Night?
What? Oh my God! I thought I couldn't hit that. Because it was first. Plan is literally play it all. So, you know, content, I guess. Gotta start from the beginning. Just like you know, when you're researching for a story and you want to get into the roots of your genre, you don't start from the recent adaptations. You go to the source material.
I guess that makes sense.
Like, what did you read for your light novel? What am I in for, Deckard?
I can't really remember what I read.
I mean, it sounds like a lot of Nisio Isin, which I'm a big Nisio Isin fan.
Well, I kind of looked at Monogatari since people have said I have a similar writing style or similar themings to him, and I didn't really like the way he writes his prose.
Why not? Now, he's like entirely dialogue with somewhat strange choice of how to order his the timeline and such. Well, what's wrong with it?
It's a bit too out there for me while trying to make it make sense.
Oh, what? What? I can't. My head is too big. Symphony of the Night is amazing too. Very different though. The pre-Symphony of the Night games are like the one you're playing now, but mostly more adventure style than arcade style. Okay, so full disclosure, the only Castlevania game I've previously played, I believe, was on the DS and was the classic Metroidvania style Castle Explorer. I'm gonna die.
I think the one on the DS is Portrait of Ruin. There's another one on the DS too.
And back to here I go. Okay, lovely. I just remember that you could get this crazy death scythe if you killed a hidden boss, and it did like the max amount of damage. And I was 12 at the time, and I thought that was the coolest thing.
Scythes are cool,
even though they're actually terrible in like every conceivable metric.
Yeah.
When did Rondo of Blood come out, Deckard? Pretty solid. Okay, apparently I can't do a mid-air turnaround. That is technology that does not exist in this time.
Yeah, that puts too much stress on the NES. It would explode.
God! I despise these things. And I think they spawn slightly randomly. Like, am I crazy? Or not randomly, but based on me clearing the other sprites.
Seems like it.
No! Dude, he yeeted me into the pit! That was not even normal.
I'm surprised there's so many Castlevania fans in your chat.
I got old people in my chat, man. Castlevania was one of the first good video game series. Now, back when video games were, like, actually good and about being cool and fighting monsters. Dude, 8-bit music was actually amazing.
I didn't realize being 24 was considered old, but okay. Sorry, pal, you're just old.
Younger than me. I don't have my time stopwatch. And I have to actually be a gamer now? Look at this is crazy.
A writer and a gamer? That's a bit much.
What the fuck? I don't understand where sprites are. What are hitboxes? Oh, that's an instant kill. I'm gonna have to reread Bram Stoker's Dracula, aren't I? So, just a couple weeks ago, I actually read a actually horrible biography on Vlad Dracula. Because everyone says Vlad the Impaler is the main inspiration. And the goofy thing is, there's like no evidence whatsoever that Bram Stoker was inspired by Vlad the Impaler. Except maybe Bram Stoker was aware that Dracula came to be a synonym for devil. That is the only connection between Count Dracula and Vlad Dracula. But that did not stop everyone else.
So what made it horrible?
Because it was like 20 pages long with no usable information, basically. I got it off Amazon for like $4 from a company called Hourly History.
Cheap and uninformative.
Yep. I mean, I kind of expected that would be the case because one of the top comments was, there was so little in this, a middle schooler couldn't use it for a report. But it was like one of 3 books that actually the Lotus Eaters referenced as their further reading on their Epochs of the Lotus Eaters thing they did, because they did one on Vlad Dracula. So I just picked up the 3 books that they referenced. One was this garbage by Hourly History. And then there was also a book called, like, Dracula's Wars. And then just a bigger book on him specifically. So I have higher hopes for those, because I do plan to do like Vlad Dracula meets the Aztecs and mix up some conquistadors and some some vampire goodness. human sacrificing Aztecs fighting oh god, what? Okay, so that does die. Got it.
That concept does sound interesting. There's gonna be a whole lot of bloodshed in that kind of story.
Yes. One thing I want to do with that story is rather than give him a motif of rather than impaling people, he hangs them upside down and exsanguinates them. Which I think hits a lot of the same thematic notes. You know, imagine showing up to a town and seeing like 1,000 people hung by their ankles and drained of blood like a butcher house. I think that's spooky.
That is pretty creepy.
I can't just redo. What is this? Is this a boss? Is that cheese? I don't think that's cheese. That's intended game design. Oh, where are you at on Symposium, Bernard? Decker, I have no idea what From Dusk Till Dawn is. It might be. Do you know anything about From Dusk Till Dawn, Try Detect?
Not really.
Sorry, bro. There's a lot that I should watch. Dude, Podcast of the Lotus Eaters has some great content. Not everything is a hit, but they have a lot of good content on there. Especially when you get out of the daily current events grind. I really don't like current event news anymore, but their Brokenomics series that they just started, that's some of the best stuff on YouTube right now. And then I go to the website because I only find out that it's released via YouTube. I have to go to the website to get the full content. Ow, that is a very painful bone. And for the record, the vampire is the conquistador, not the Aztecs. The reason I think there's a lot of merit going on with this overlap is because the Aztecs are actually evil enough where you would root for the vampire to kill them all. Oh my god! Oh my god. Well, that didn't go well.
You're getting comboed.
Oh my god. These things! I don't even know if I can just dodge them, because it seems like they respawn if they're detected as still alive. I assume that I'm good if I can just get out of the whatchamacallit. The room. This is a NES game. It doesn't have memory. Oh my god. Why do I think that ducking can dodge that? That is such an obvious game mechanic, and it doesn't work here.
You gotta think like someone who's born in the 90s.
I was born in the 90s. You mean born in the 80s and grew up in the 90s? How far back am I? How bloody far back am I? What the? How is that not a hitbox?
This is awesome.
I hope this is good content.
Yeah, your rant videos are the best.
If people don't mind what I'm insulting, apparently. No, Evely, because I'd actually enjoy Elden Ring. FromSoft actually knows how to make a fair game. Why? Why did he not throw the whip? So one thing I like about old video games is the nuance in what they did to fit a full game onto these kilobyte game discs. There is so much elegance to the actual design of these games that is just not regarded anymore.
I agree. Coders back in the day used to think so differently on how to and cut corners on how to fit a game within a small space. And nowadays, you don't have that anymore, thanks to downloadable updates and whatnot. I think a lot of developers take that for granted.
Oh, for sure. Maybe it's not the developers, it's the producers is maybe the better word. The studios, the bean counters, as I like to call them.
Well, with graphics being a main focus for a lot of games, I think it's the developers wanting, like, getting overly ambitious with what they want their game to be.
Maybe. Well, that could only last so long. Can I jump over this thing? Sort of. There has to be some kind of sequence where I interrupt the fireballs there. That is not the sequence. I don't enjoy the fact that there are no item drop-offs here. What? Excuse me? That is not the pattern.
games are now developed now to take up as much space as possible in a person's storage so they don't have room to play other games. That sounds like a conspiracy theory.
I mean,
James,
I
imagine
believe
if
it,
you
though.
only had Fortnite and can only play Fortnite.
I am deeply concerned by these mummies not doing anything right now. Can you explain that at all? For the record, Fortnite, do you remember when No Build was released? And people are like, why are you even playing Fortnite? But it was also like the renaissance of the game. Well, this is terrible.
Kind of.
Yeah, the thing that killed Fortnite, other than fundamental game design, was people that could macro build on PC to just throw up enormous structures instantaneously, and the absolute disparity that caused with console or just controller players.
Controller players could do it too, but for new players trying to get into the game, the skill gap was way too wide.
For no good reason. It was just like the people spamming build like that didn't really, like, it didn't help that much, and it didn't make for good combat. I don't know, the fundamental issue with Fortnite, in my opinion, was that the optimal strategy to win involved basically not playing the game for 15 minutes and then getting in a 1v1 deathmatch that determines if you immediately have to drop again.
Pretty much.
Everyone liked going to Tipsy Towers or whatever, because that was the only way to get like actual gameplay. Nobody who won Towers went on to win Victory Royale. It was stupid to try and do that to win the game. But if you put a gun to my head and said I could only play Fortnite for the rest of my life, I could do that, I guess. I wouldn't enjoy it, but I could. Oh, this is a different pattern. What the hell? Why didn't he jump over me? I feel like I'm playing Jump King. There we go. Yeah, it has. The AI has to be based on what sprites have been eliminated.
Most likely because the NES has a sprite limit.
I know that causes a lot of weird glitches in games like Legend of Zelda 2.
What kind of glitches? Like enemies spawning on top of you?
In Legend of Zelda 2, the entire speedrun is based around corrupting the sprites, A, to juggle when you get fairies precisely, and B, it allows you to like wrong warp to the side of the map and just phase through enemies. Alright, like, you can just walk through walls in Link 2.
That's funny.
Oh, come on, walls are just a suggestion in most games. It didn't fucking activate. Like, every speedrun revolves around making walls a suggestion. Why do I keep trying to do that?!
Zelda 2 is underrated.
Oh, it's because it's not the standard Legend of Zelda formula. That's why no one likes playing it.
Not only that, but it just plays generally weird. I noticed that a lot of sequels to games, their second game, plays differently.
This fucking
I
bird.
find that interesting as a trope.
It, how did I get this far without getting an item? Jesus fucking Christ.
Take a shot for every death.
You mean every reboot?
That can work too.
Well, I'm not going into work tomorrow, so...
Uh-oh.
I'm not saying no.
You think these birds are bad? Try Ninja Gaiden next. I'm scared of Ninja Gaiden.
Justify what Ninja Gaiden could offer me for writing. And I'll consider it.
Ninjas.
Dude, how does that bone reach that high? Oh, hey, Author's Play. You better be taking notes, because you're going to be co-hosting some of these some nights. By the way, Author's Play, how is Project... Oh my god! Why didn't that work? How is your Project Zomboid grinding going? I see you log in, like, all the time. How do... God fucking damn it. Apparently there's a novelization of Ninja Gaiden.
I never knew that.
Try to detect, are you suffering or are you just mildly entertained?
I think this is awesome. Truly a brilliant idea from James Craig to make himself suffer from
Fucking
content.
I don't even know if I'm still on camera frame right now. So if I just don't suck, the max length whip, God! Why? Why? How did it get in? The full length whip should have, like every other circumstance, was catching the fireballs. Fuckers. How did I miss that bird? Oh, I'm out of lives. Oh my god, I have to one shot at this point. So P is players, right?
Maybe. Player lives.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Looks like you have 0 lives left.
Why? Why is this bird? Fuck off. I might need a shot for my own sanity at this, right? What is Shining Force? Do tell.
Shining Force is a super old Sega game. And a tactical RPG, I think.
I have no idea what that... I've never heard of this game.
Yeah, it's one of those niche titles.
Oh, no! How did I miss the damn bird? How did I miss the damn bird? I do think it's a cool mechanic that the main power-up is extending the whip. Because that probably took, like, no processing power at all. But it's super satisfying.
Just attacking?
Well, when you upgrade the whip, it goes further.
Oh, so that's what those whip drops did.
Yes. Which can completely change your ability to actually defeat certain enemies. The entire chat right now is just more educated about old games than I am. I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm a zoomer, so all of this is new to me.
Well, as I mentioned, I've never played Castlevania before.
So we're both treading new territory.
To an extent. Oh my god, these birds, these birds!
There's going to be a chapter in Kirk's book where an object appears to hit another, yet nothing, due to this influence.
Okay, I think there is a small delay where you have to stop attacking to switch to using items. Because I was jamming the time stop button, and it was just continuing to whip. Which is problematic, to say the least.
Problematic game design.
Problematic for me winning. I don't understand. It just doesn't happen.
You were out of hearts for the clock.
Oh, was I? God damn it, I knew that was going to happen eventually. God! I don't know why, but I like actually can't remember consistently which button is jump and which is attack. I actually mix it up every 10th press, I swear. Bird, come on!
It's these birds. When are you gonna write a book about killing birds?
That's a very specific thing that I probably won't do. Nope, nope, nope. Dude. This guy has no hops, no evasion skills. This is 100% violence is the only solution. Dude, the fact that that ghost takes 2 hits and doesn't stop is actually terrible.
Well, it is a ghost.
You know, I'm just saying, dinosaurs are birds, so you're asking me to rip off Jurassic Park, clearly. No, you piss off, Ghost.
It could work. Wasn't there a story you reviewed about Mystery with a Dinosaur?
Yeah, the first book of the Pendergast series. It was, pretty lame. It like, what, I was told to me as a mystery, but it just wasn't a mystery. Because there was no possible solution other than, you know, crazy monster from the Amazon. I did not know what Birdemic is. I feel like you're gaslighting me into Rule 34.
Ooh, you don't know what Birdemic is?
No, what is
funny
Birdemic?
movie. So it's this super low effort movie about the bird apocalypse. At least I think so. It's been a while since I looked at it, but it's super badly directed. And all the birds are mostly CGI.
What? The axe! I wanted that. Hello, Immortal Rising Comics. How are you doing?
Everything can be Rule 34 if you gaslight hard enough.
I mean, this is the internet.
Rules of the internet. That takes me back. That's old. I feel old now.
Thought you were complaining that you were a zoomer.
I switch up from time to time, depending on the phases of the moon.
Author's Play, I will be an Axeman as soon as Old Spice gives me a sponsorship. I can't believe how long I've been stuck on this particular stage.
The 100th time, it's a charm.
Shit. Eventually, I will learn that pattern. Eventually. God! Fucking... See you around, Evely. I clearly need the moral support.
Huh?
Evely Music is leaving for dinner. As I'm losing my sanity because I'm getting juggled off of walls. What is this thing supposed to be? A frog? It's moving. It's actually moving too fast for me to tell.
Probably a goblin. Goblins like to jump around.
Later, Immortal Rising. I guess that is the sign that people are getting tired of me losing.
Quick, start learning speedrun strats. Start clipping through the walls.
Okay. So if I... Yes!
It's a fleaman, aka a hunchback, huh?
Interesting. You know, that is one thing with Castlevania series. It does have, like, a really interesting set of monsters.
Really? Looks like a lot of skeletons and mummies and zombies.
But it's not just skeletons and mummies and zombies. Unfortunately, this is the mummy right here, isn't it? Or is this progress? Did I actually just get there in one life? Did I just make progress?
Don't get too cocky.
Dude, I don't understand. That is such an annoying height. God. Did I just get the bomb? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Why can't I duck it? I don't understand. What is the point of ducking in this game?
To look cool. To look tactical.
I'm genuinely suspecting that just skipping these things is not the solution. Okay. Just fuck me up. Why? Why does the bird stop at that height? Why is there no attack that hits that height?
There was no such thing as diagonal in the 90s.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. And I'm on my last life. Oh. At least I'm actually getting good at the start here.
You're learning.
Learning's occurring.
Maybe you should call the number in the Nintendo Power magazine.
You say that like ever in my life. No! I don't think I've ever owned a Nintendo Power in my life. So much for learning. What is even going on right now? Immortal Rising, I was a math major. I know you mean that it's a fractional rate. No, I will not translate that to English. Go learn some math, Author's Play. I thought that
How do
would
you
work.
feel
I really,
about-
really thought that would work.
How do you feel about incorrect math in novels?
I don't think I've ever seen incorrect math in novels. Other than, like, they clearly didn't do the math. Because, like, there's lots of times where it's just like, this person clearly has no idea how long this takes to do, such as building a fleet of starships for survivors of humanity to spread out among fringe space. And they're just like, oh yeah, you can do that in a year. You know, you can just whip that up over the summer. And you just kind of go, you're an idiot.
Is it enough for you to drop a book over?
I don't drop books for despite what my sanity would request of me.
That's a surprise. I don't really drop books either.
Yeah, I finish a lot of bad books. And then I try to make content out of them. What's the worst
Then-
book you've read recently?
The worst book I read recently?
Yeah.
Well, that's hard because I haven't been reading much recently.
Bruh.
I've mostly been typing away and watching a lot of movies for inspiration and whatnot.
Dude, authors have to read, and they have to read good stuff. Or at least you can study bad stuff to an extent. No, you piece of shit.
That's what I was.
Oh, I'm
doing
already on
to
my
a
last
degree.
life. Why am I even bothering right now?
That's what I was kind of doing on Road. But I feel like that's unfair to the authors there.
Dude, I can't read the stuff on Royal Road. It's terrible.
It's bad.
The weird thing is that, like, I really like light novels, and Royal Road is usually just trying to imitate light novels. Come on, game! And yet Royal Road is just terrible.
Because emulating light novels is not a good inspiration. You're emulating like a concept rather than any coherent idea.
Yeah, it does not help that, like, nobody actually knows what a light novel is. Do you know what a light novel is?
Of course I do.
I'm challenging you to define it.
Well, I think it has to be Japanese only. There's no English
Wrong.
or other language. Really?
God damn it. Light novel. Well, you're technically you're not wrong, but the fact that you led with that proves that you don't actually know what it is. Light novel means that it doesn't use kanji.
Well, yeah.
That's literally
that's
the
why I'm
only
saying-
thing it requires. It doesn't use kanji.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying there's no like English light novel equivalent. Most writers see
Young
how
adult, I would say.
Yeah, most writers see how Japanese light novels are written with majority dialogue and emulate that.
If only they could, like, write good dialogue. Like,
Yeah,
I just
well-
read the Grimgar series because, you know, we're never getting season 2 of the anime. It is completely carried by the fact that you like the characters and you like their interactions. What? Skeleton, why? Why do you do me like that?
Grimgar is about people being trapped in an MMO, right?
I am not that far. I only read volume 8. It's really implied that it's an MMO, but it is not confirmed at that point. Because, like, no one knows... Dude, I am going to lose my fucking mind at this rate. No one knows what Grimgar is. And they don't remember where they came from, either. But yes, they definitely use MMO skills.
I feel like if you're gonna write MMO story, like a lit RPG, you need to have good character interaction, since in MMOs, talking to people is the defining feature.
Did you read Infinite Money Glitch, by the way?
Not yet, but I need to get it. Right now, I purchased 5 to 4.
Dude, oh my god, I don't know how I feel about 5 to 4 anymore. And not because of that absolutely seething review I got, but literally just because Gamma Coin is coming out, and Gamma Coin is objectively going to be my book of recommendation. Right? 5 to 4 was just something fun I wrote, off genre as an experiment and character stuff. And it's short and it's cheap. It entertains quickly.
I like those kind of experimental literature stuff, experimenting with new ideas and whatnot. You said the inspiration was the backrooms, right?
Yeah, there's some backrooms in there. There is the Cube, a bit from Alice in Borderland, a bit from Stephen King's Mist.
Yeah, a lot of those concepts aren't touched upon in literature. And I want to encourage more writers to like do stuff like that.
Oh my god. Dude, I'm gonna be stuck here forever.
So this is purgatory.
I'm on the last life again. I wish I could actually get there often enough to understand what the strategy against these mummies is. Because I straight up don't understand what to do against two enemies like that. Where they just tank 1,000 blows.
Maybe there's a special item in the stage you have to use. Like the axe, which probably does a lot of damage.
It might be the time stop. It might be the holy water, actually. I can try keeping the holy water the whole time. Like, that might be one of the secret designs, because it expects you to keep resetting to the very beginning when you get the holy water.
Be careful about the candles you hit. It might drop an item, and then the item becomes an enemy you don't want to pick up.
Well, I can't get there in one life. Oh, so anyways, the reason I brought up Infinite Money Glitch is because it's technically a lit RPG, but it's kind of like a piss take on the lit RPG genre. Because the entire
Yes.
premise is that the main character doesn't want to level up because there's no point to it. Because it just gets him longer stays in hell. Until suddenly it does matter, and then he just buys his way to a higher level. God damn it! Remember when I mentioned that I'm mixing up the attack and the jump button?
You just did it, didn't you?
Yeah.
The pains of using a modern controller for old games.
It's just me being stupid.
So how come you wouldn't recommend Infinite Money Glitch as your recommended novel?
I mean, so it's good. I do recommend it as on the grounds that it's a comedy. But Game of Coin is just a better story. The characters are better. It doesn't rely on gags. There's more drama. There's more action. It's in my main setting. Yes, I am, Deckard. Is that a problem? I'm not having problems with moving left and right. I'm having problems with these birds.
D-pad would definitely make it easier. You're using an Xbox controller, right?
Yes, I am. But like, why?
The D-pad on
what,
Xbox
what,
is-
what is the D-pad going to do for me? I'm not having... My problems are not the left-right problems.
Yeah, your problems are entirely a skill issue.
Like, if you can explain how the D-pad will help me kill these birds, I will immediately start using the D-pad. Well, that will help. Y'all couldn't tell me that there was a full heal hiding in the boss room? Really?
A secret's a secret.
Literally, I find out that there's a full heal and I just instantly win. Come on. Come on. Come on. You people.
Come on, you're supposed to be Castlevania geniuses, chat.
They're giving me all the other trivia.
You're almost there.
Oh! I was literally sitting there going, which button is the jump button? I am renewed with hope. I am renewed with despair.
Looks like Wrangler's leaving too. Take care.
That's fine. The thing I'm worried about is I don't think there's a save state here.
On this stage? Well, it's
what the shit, game? Yeah, I don't think there's actually any way for me to save my progress.
Oh, you're right.
Well, I was not expecting to be yeeted into the water there. I think I'm going to call this stream at an hour and a half here. This has been interesting. Thank you all for tuning in. I think I am quitting this shit.
Isn't there a remake of this first game?
I'm going to go get some liquor. All right. Bye, everyone. I hope you subscribed, hit the like button, all that stuff before you left. You know, algorithm. Peace out.